think people are ready to do whatever it takes, because we've got nothing left to lose. I mean, they've taken away everything, and they're trying to take away the very last vestiges of our freedom. So we need to ask ourselves, are we human beings or are we slaves? And it's a fundamental point. And I truly believe that the victory is already half won the moment we spiritually and psychologically say that we will not take it anymore.
Well, I agree with you. We've got to get angry. We've got to get comfortable speaking out in public. And we've got to get really aggressive at InfoWar, not just with T-shirts or banner hangs on highways. What one person can do in their neighborhood, putting up 100, simple computer printouts, black and white with a message or a website, or micro FM or AM, or local, TV broadcasts that go into a few neighborhoods, or I mean, people have just got to make a scene. They've got to get aggressive. And every day, videos and articles and information gets sent to us that people are producing that does get the word out. And of the artist and people just turn their power loose. I mean, who's that artist that goes up and paints billboards with anti-corporate messages?
Banksy.
I think one of them's English is his last name.
Yeah, his name is Banksy.
Yeah. I'm not saying people should do that in face of this tyranny, but my point is we haven't even begun to fight. We haven't begun to take everything back. And they're trying to intimidate us now. They're trying to beat us into submission. They're trying to sell us on shutting up because we do have power. And so the answer is don't shut up when they intimidate us. Get 10 times louder.
No, absolutely. And I'd just like to say if anyone who is prominent in the truth movement gets arrested or detained for some rubbish reason, I would really like to see a mass jailbreak of thousands of people just turning up outside this prison and really putting the prison guards on the spot. Because there's something about vast numbers of people which really terrifies the black paramilitary, psychopathic, lower-level security agents. And when they see that people will not stand up for this kind of tyranny in one massive movement, then they might be suddenly educated.
Well, they need to pick a side. I mean, this is tyranny, period. And it's time for these people to quit laughing at us. They need to make a decision. We'll be right back.
It's the #1 reason for slow and clogged bath drains. That's right, hair. And the #1 way to open drains plugged with hair? The Drain Claw. Stop standing in dirty bathwater. Stop using dangerous chemicals. Just push the Drain Claw past the pop-up in your sink or tub, twist, and pull. You'll be shocked at what this little tool can pull out of your drain. The Drain Claw has over 100 tiny hooks that claw through hair, toothpaste, and shampoo that slows and clogs your drains. See how it works right now at thedrainclaw.com. The Drain Claw is made in the USA and is the safest, easiest, most environmentally friendly solution to unclog bath drains. Get one for $6.99 or 3 for $15. The Drain Claw can be used over and over. Don't be fooled by substitutes. Buy the original. Buy the Drain Claw. Order now at thedrainclaw.com. That's the Drain Claw at thedrainclaw.com.
The question is, where should the American people draw their line in the sand?
What have we got? A republic or a monarchy?
A republic is based on a constitution which protects minority rights.
Not democracy, not mob rule, 2 wolves and a sheep voting on what's for dinner.
So they think they own our land, they think they own our water, children, our education, our money.
We have to define who we are and what we will tolerate.
Somebody's going to ask you what you did during the Patriot Uprising.
You have been warned.
We have the facts. We have the Constitution. We have the Bill of Rights. We have common law. Knowledge is power, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm so excited to be able to offer you Don't Tread on Me, Rise of the Republic. Tyranny is upon us, but liberty and the sleeping giant that is the American people is rising. A new tool in the InfoWar. Don't Tread on Me. Order it at Infowars.com or PrisonPlanet.com or call toll-free 888-253-3139 and support independent, patriotic Liberty films.
You worry, but only because you're paying attention. What's happening in the Gulf of Mexico illustrates an audacity toward nature. A similar audacity called GMO, or genetically modified organisms, means that the quality of commercially grown food may be compromised with our health in the balance. Now that summer's here, what better time to learn about the bounty that nature provides in wild edible food? Let author Linda Runyon show you the best-kept secret in plain sight, that food is everywhere you look. This summer, for the cost of a good meal or two out, you can literally starvation-proof yourself and your loved ones against any future craziness, and put up tons of free food, too. Whatever experiment is being run on us, you can rest assured that Linda's 50 or so staple foods aren't involved. Our foods are their enemy. So go to ofthefield.com or call toll-free 1-888-51-EAT-FREE and take that first step. Make your oasis of food security and nutrition now. That's OFTHEFIELD.com or call 1-888-513-2837. Start now and make 2010 your year of independence.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the final segment. I'll be back tomorrow live, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. I appreciate everybody tuning in today. This is systematic twisting of our police, systematic twisting of the citizenry and the media to accept all of this. The good news is I'm seeing even the New York Times and the Wall Street Journal admit that this is an engineered depression. Because not everyone in media and government is controlled. They're compartmentalized and controlled by the propaganda. Once the propaganda, you know, the sleeping gas is sucked out of the room, people start waking up. Most people are not truly evil. When you talk about a Dick Cheney or a George Bush or a Cass Sunstein, those people are evil because we have their writings. Obama is evil. I mean, he's continuing the torture, the wars, saying it's good. They know. I mean, these are people, they've got, again, legislation introduced to arrest citizens for any reason and have you disappear into a black hole. The same thing in England. And I keep repeating that because, you know, it's now mainstream news. We have 46 states, here's Bloomberg, going bankrupt. 46 states. That's why they've been, you notice as soon as they started selling derivatives in 99, they started setting up a police state. Because the IMF and World Bank have done this in countless third world countries. They've done this over and over and over again. They know what they're doing. And they know you're going to end up rioting. So I don't want violence, just like these anarchists gave the system a pretext to crack down. We want to peacefully go out and get the moral high ground and point out to the general public who the real criminals are. But down the road, if they start trying to arrest political dissidents and take us to death dungeons, it's going to be like Robin Hood all over again. People aren't going to have a choice, and you will start seeing black arrows flying. And that's what happens when the badge and the government becomes a complete tyranny. I'm fighting to avert this as hard as I can. But as JFK said, those that make peaceful revolutions impossible make violent revolutions inevitable. Or those that make peaceful change impossible make violent revolutions inevitable. I'm paraphrasing it. But going back to Charlie Veitch and Dan Dix, again, our websites are Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.com. But it's very important to contact those guys up in Canada, especially Dan Dix, because he'll be able to put together, he's a good filmmaker, a piece that will be able to live on and inspire people to understand what the G20 does when they come to their area. Guys, we're almost out of time, but I wanted to go back to Dan Dix and just say this. Dan, I mean, specifically the police knew who you were and knew who Charlie was, and they were also concerned about me.
Yeah, absolutely. I've been approached, 30 or 40 times by police. 95% of them look like they don't like me or what I do. There was a very small percentage of guys who would be like, "Hey, you're that guy, right on." Very small percentage of the police seem to like what I do, but definitely I'm getting recognized now because of the videos. We are going to be putting up a new video tonight. We're going to be working very hard on it for the next few hours, and basically we documented everything that happened on this weekend, so people can tune into pressfortruth.ca to check out the new video that we should have up online tonight. And also in a few hours, Charlie and I are going to be going down at 5:30 in downtown Toronto at College and Bay Street, which is the headquarters for the police, to send them a message, perhaps get on the bullhorn, maybe read out the oath that they swore to uphold, and let them know that
good job. People should join you. We're out of time. Gentlemen, continue. We're out of time. Great job to my crew. There is the G20, the bankers deciding our future and spending $1.2 billion of taxpayer money and violating free speech.
Thank you for listening to GCN. Be sure to visit